Once again, we are back on Ek Boon Soch Ki Tea Talk Train of Thought with a series of an episode with Mr. Krishnarao Buddha, Senior Category Head, Marketing with Parle Products Private Limited. It's an interesting story we have seen as a person, what kind of a challenges he had faced, always a desire to learn through and failure. Initial failure stories what he had discussed, actually from where he had gained an experience to go to a next level. Now for 21 years with Parle product and all the relevant exposure to the categories like biscuits, snacks, confectionery and the rusk. Now in this episode we are going to have some insights as far as the bakery products which are concerned, sir.
Absolutely.
So once again back to another episode. Can you please throw some light on bakery products, please?
Sure. So upon expanding into salty snacks, we still started looking at opportunity areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, adjacent categories.
Mm-hmm.
And when we looked at rusk, a toast, some geographies they call it toast, some geographies they call it rusk. That's when we realized that there is immense potential, because actually there was no strong national or organized brand available in this category altogether. And we know that in India, the toast or rusk as a category is consumed big time, and this is dominated by the local bakeries across any geography, east, west, north, south. The consumption and as a tea accompaniment is huge, it's massive. And when we actually studied that is when we realized that there is immense potential to actually tap this bakery category. And that's what motivated us to make a foray into branded toasts or branded rusk as a category. And sometime in the early 2012-2013, we thought of entering into the bakery category with the launch of Parle Rusk. Parle Rusk, and actually right from the day of launch, we have received phenomenal response across markets. I think the Indian consumer was actually waiting for a branded player to be to be offering such a product.
Correct.
And they lapped it up, and we launched the elaichi flavored rusk, and the product was outstanding, and it is outstanding even as we speak today. We have maintained the same consistency across the product, and during our journey we kept expanding and we kept adding facilities across the length and breadth of the country, and we kept filling the void, filling the gap in the market, and we continue to do that. So be it modern trade, be it general trade, the response is phenomenal. So we've kept typically the smaller packs for the general trade, the 5 rupee, 10 rupee and the 30 rupee pack for the smaller for the general trade, and above that price point we've focused on modern trade, where we also have a 1 kg pack, and that is being accepted, and that is being liked by our consumers quite well, and we are getting fantastic response. So
it's taken care of all the price point factor, like right from 5 rupees till
absolutely. But let me warn. So day one we did not launch all the price points. We started with one SKU and then extended the second SKU, and as we embarked upon our journey is when we kept adding new SKUs, where we felt okay, the depth of consumption actually can keep going up, and there is an opportunity. So that is what prompted us to introduce a large pack, a large 400 gram pack. And once we saw good response for this pack as well, is when we said, Arey, why not launch a 1 kg? And 1 kg, imagine a consumption of 1 kg. And even that pack is getting such a fantastic traction across markets. So that was quite motivating for us. And so while that was happening, we also felt packaged cake as another opportunity area. So So in India, so though relatively as opposed to Rusk as a category, packaged cake was prevalent. Like certain brands, certain local brands were already available, and we felt that there is still an opportunity for a player like Parle, and we launched our cakes, packaged cakes as well. Around the same time, 2012 is when we test marketed in certain geographies. Upon getting an encouraging response, we extended it nationally. And packaged cakes have had its share of struggle in terms of the product quality. So to get a right quality of cake has itself been very, very challenging, and not just for Parle. Players who have been around for more than 10-20 years in packaged cakes have actually found this extremely challenging. And somehow I'll tell you, we've been able to past 1 year, we have been able to get our act together very well, and we have been able to get one of the finest quality cakes in the market. So now, in the entire last more than 13-14 months, we've not received a single product related complaint as far as cake is concerned.
So what is the shelf life of this cake?
Yes, that's a very, very pertinent question actually. The shelf life for cakes is very less actually. So we just give about 90 days as a shelf life. So it becomes extremely a logistical challenge for us to ensure that our products are available in the stores in less than 15 days, because otherwise you've almost lost about 33% of the shelf life in the transit itself, from factory to the retailer or to the stomach. So we want actually our product to be consumed as quickly as possible.
So the entire supply chain should be very efficient.
Absolutely. I think the trick is to have an efficient supply chain to ensure that there are no gaps, the product is not sitting idle anywhere, and it reaches the end consumer, and actually it finds its way into the stomach of the consumer in less than 1 month's time from the manufacturing time. So
but these units are spread over manufacturing units are spread different places.
Yes, so we had 4 manufacturing units which we consolidated because of quality constraints. We were concerns. We actually consolidated these to 2 locations, one based out of north, one based out of south, and we've been able to get one of the best quality cakes. So that was our key focus. And now that we have received a fantastic and consistent quality cake, we are looking again expanding the overall number of SKUs, the offerings available under SKUs. So we have offerings of egg cake and veg cake. So we have both varieties as well.
So step by step, I think you go like to the learning curve and then innovate on those bases.
Absolutely,
which is excellent.
So bakery has been a very, very encouraging foray for us, and the portfolio has been continuously expanding for us, and we've launched it across now the length and breadth of the geography, and we are getting very good response, and we are exploring and continuously on the lookout of any and every new opportunity that is available. And a recent foray. So now after bakery, like I said, we kept looking for opportunity areas. We looked at yet another category which has immense promise, and that is the breakfast cereals. So breakfast cereals is the newest category, kid on the block. So this was launched sometime around the second quarter last year. Yes, so we entered into breakfast cereals, and these are a lot more on the indulgent side of the cereals. We are not talking about health as a proposition, but we launched under hide and seek, which is our premium offering. Under premium offering, we launched hide and seek fills. So these are the chocolate filled pillows. That's the newest foray, and we started our foray with north, and then we extended it to the other geographies, west, south, and now we have recently entered into the east part of the country as well. And this brand has received excellent response from the market across, and we are saying it's a meetha snack.
Okay.
It's a snack. It's a
So it's
meetha snack.
meetha snacks.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
available at a 10 rupee price point. It's a very very affordable price point. Consumer can actually have it as it is, as a
Yeah,
snack,
correct.
or actually there is a choice of having it as a part of along with the milk.
Along with the milk.
So
yes, sir.
be it a hot milk or cold warm milk or cold milk, and it tastes almost. I've experienced it myself, and once you put it actually in milk, it almost turns out to be like a milkshake.
Oh.
So it's that yummy. There are existing players in this category. We have players like Kellogg's. We have players like Soulful, which is now acquired by Tata.
Correct.
And we have a few other players also having a presence in such category. But our proposition has been extremely strong and product centric, and our proposition is that we have a higher chocolate percentage in our product,
Okay.
which makes the product extremely rich,
Nice.
and it's a delight as you
Yes,
consume it. Consumer keeps asking for the same product again and again.
Correct.
So that's become a fantastic
Okay.
new thing for us. That's the latest
I see.
journey for us.
No doubt, I think why Mr. Krishnarao Buddha is stuck to Parle emotionally for 21 years, because at each and every phase there is a learning, let it be biscuits, snacks, confectionery, rusk, or in terms of baking, like where you get an experience, new consumer insights, new innovations, something different for the target consumers. So it's an interesting series of an episode what we are having with Mr. Krishnarao Buddha, senior category head with in marketing with Parle Products Private Limited. I'm sure there's a lot of curiosity to get more insights as far as the Parle range of products and the innovations. So please catch up and stay tuned to Tea Talk, Ek Boon Soch Ki. Subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. Wait for our next episode with Mr. Krishnarao Buddha. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
very much.